Yo, we live, man. 15 minutes of Fame Radio.
What's up?
You know, man, it's my pleasure, man. You know, Kid Twist, man. We out here in Toronto, Blackout.
Yeah.
Now, yo, you was the first ever title chain holder.
That's right.
You know, now we're here, what? I think it's 12, 11 people. I mean,
yeah, it's been a good string of people. I mean, if you look at the people who have held the King of the Dot chain, it's an extremely respected list of people. And the other thing about the title matches is they've always been surprising. So you have some names that might not necessarily have been expected to hold the title. I remember the first time Hollahan put up his chain after winning against me, put it up against the Saurus. No one expected that shit. It was just something that he did. So yeah, the chain has a very storied history. Of course, I'm proud to have been the original, for sure.
Now, you know, today was your comeback. You know what I mean? That feeling when you first won that chain and what it meant, did you have that feeling, I mean, in that battle with this crowd, or?
I mean, I have to be honest, like, the first title match that I did, that was against Bartone way back in the day. It was like the first event that King of the Dot ever had inside a venue. Honestly, that wasn't the best vibe for a battle that I've had. I would say today was a much better vibe. Today really reminded me of, it reminded me a lot of the Dumbfounded match, actually, where it was just like, it's really crazy. I think King of the Dot was really able to recreate the vibe that we used to have in those small venues in the big space. It's the first time I've been mic'd up, so that made a big difference. I didn't feel like I had to shout as much. I could just do my laid back thing a little bit more. And yeah, it's crazy. They have the whole circle on the stage. They've recreated that. It felt like you're just in this tight space, just rapping. So, I mean, that's what I would compare it to. I think I recaptured the vibe of sort of those early but dope small venue events.
Word. Now, you know, why did you choose, you know, this event and also your opponent? Like, why him? You know what I mean? Out of everybody, I mean, you know what I mean? You could have chose anybody. I'm sure they've been calling a long time.
Yeah.
And, you know, why Blackout, man? Like,
I have to be honest. This was scheduled for World Domination. So Organic and I had actually been talking like way back in June. He was like, you know, who do you want to battle? I'm like, I'll come back for World Domination. That was that traditionally has been like the biggest King of the Dot event of the year. So I'm like, yes, I'll come back for World Dom. He's like, who do you want to battle? I'm like, shuffle. Like, this is the guy I want to fucking battle right now. Obviously, similar style, similar look. Like, this is perfect. And of course, I'm a big fan of his. Like, he and Marlo have been just absolutely killing it in the UK, so now it's like there's a certain amount of pride on the line. I gotta battle my identical twin. I have to be the best guy who looks like this, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was originally planned for World Domination. That event got pushed back and then eventually fell through, so it just ended up being Blackout, which is perfect because so many people are making their return right now, so it was kind of serendipitous, you know, that it ended up getting pushed back.
Now, you know, I caught it towards the tail end, but did the battle actually turn into a 2-on-2?
Yes.
I mean, how did that come about?
This will come out, well, I guess people know now because the pay-per-view, it's all over Twitter.
I'm not landing until Wednesday anyway.
Yeah, no spoilers. Hey, what's up, man? So what happened was, just to recap for people, it was 1 versus 1 match. That's how they announced it. Shuffle went first, does his verse. I go second, do my verse. Shuffle is, of course, really known for being part of a 2-on-2 team with Marlo. So in the beginning of the second verse, he tags in Marlo, and people are like, oh shit, he's gonna come in for a line or something like that. But no, they did a whole fucking round, 2 versus 1. Killed it. I loved that round. That was amazing. And then people were like, what the fuck is gonna happen? Like, what is going on right now? So I start doing my verse. It's like, oh shit, it's a handicap match or something. Then boom, like 8 bars into the second verse, I tag in Nameless. It's a 2-on-2. So we just kept people guessing throughout the whole thing, and that was that. I mean, we didn't like plan out our verses like WWE style or anything like that. We didn't know what the other guys were gonna say, but we planned out like that chain of events, and we worked on that together to be like, this is sort of the maximum impact that we can get from doing this.
That's dope, man. Yeah. Yo, man, for all the Kid Twist fans out there, is this a one and done situation?
No, man, definitely not. I mean, you know what the funny thing is? They even said in their battle, like, oh, battling isn't something that you can retire from, but I never said that I retired from battle rap, you know what I mean? That's something that people kind of assumed when you're away for a certain amount of time, but for me it's just like, what was the line that they said? Maybe I'll do it again, you know, if I'm gonna do it again. That's kind of how it is. It's not really how I feel about it. I'm very passionate about it. I'll always be back, but it's just kind of like when the timing is right, when the opponent is right. I feel like I'm at the level where that's where I want to be. I want to be taking a few battles and really think about them and really make sure I'm giving people what they expect.
Now, last question.
Yeah.
Who is the next opponent? Who is the proper opponent? Who do you want?
I don't know yet, to be honest. I didn't have anything.
I mean, who do you want personally?
Personally, less important for me is the opponent, but I would like to travel. You know, I battled a lot at home. I battled a lot in King of the Dot, and that's fantastic. I love that. I'll always battle in King of the Dot. I'll always support the home team. But I haven't traveled to battle since Battle of the Bay 5 back in Oakland, so I'd love to get out somewhere. There's a ton of international leagues now that are doing it really well, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
Word, man. Yo, we all appreciate your time, man. You know, we big fans of you at 15 Minutes of Fame.
Thank you.
And yo, just shout us out, man.
Yo, 15 Minutes of Fame. This is Kid Twist for all your battle rap related needs. 15 Minutes of Fame has you covered.
Thanks.
Now you got me getting in my bag. Now I'm about to talk my shit. Look, I'm not hopping out this foreign thing to go battle John the Don. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
I'm not over here dusting off. I got the iPhone 7. Niggas don't even know that.
Ice, man, what's up, man? What you thought about that classic?
I'm just happy he got the chain, baby.
Hey, listen, man, that's my brother from another mother, man. You know what I mean?
Yo, and real talk.
It's my favorite battle. Tell me right now, Ice didn't have the performance of the night, though. Nuts.
What you thought about that?
15 minutes of fame. Let's go.